What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another GGBL episode, franchise, league, whatever you want to call it. We're back. We're ready to rock and roll. We got, let's see, 4 games tonight, right? LA, Washington, Chicago, Boston. It's 2, 3 for Phoenix and San Antonio, and then Atlanta, Carolina. So, yep, 4 more games tonight. And I think what I'm going to have you guys do is make your predictions for all 4 of these games. Right here, right now. Those who are clocking in, as they say. Clocking in, checking in. See if anybody's joining here tonight. Blue Jays up 9-0 over the Rockies. Crazy. 7 runs. Holy crap. In that 1 inning. Dang almighty. Yankees 5-4. Stanton a home run. Bellinger 2 for 4. Goldschmidt 3 for 4. What about the Rangers? Langford 2 for 2. Nice. Fantasy team. Caught stealing for Langford. A double. Okay, I'll take that all day long. Who else did I have tonight? Oh, I had Glass now going tonight. Got it. Anything else going on? I know Sean Manaea got absolutely shelled. He was pitching so good, and then all of a sudden just died. Randy Rodriguez blew a save. Okay. Normally he's pretty automatic. Wow. So he had 5 scoreless, and they put him out there for the 6th, shooting for a quality start, and he gives up 5 runs in that inning. 5 2/3. Brutal. Wonder what's going on. It's a Monday night. We're live, and there's nobody here. Shy Stocks, he's here. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Well, without further delay, we're just going to get going. Atlanta versus Carolina. Here we go. If you guys want to play in channel points, let's take some bets here. I will take Atlanta. I think they just got too much offense. That's who I'm going with. See if Wrigley needs another little treat. Another little treat for Wrigley Pup, huh? A treat, buddy? What's that? Dude. War Thunder, what's going on? What's happening, my man? Another GGBL live stream night. Here we go. I really gotta remember to switch up Carolina's like secondary color, because that white really throws it off. How you guys doing on a Monday night? Monday. Oh my God, leadoff home run. I didn't even see it. I was looking on my phone. Crawfish McGee. Don't forget to step on second base there, buddy. Off of Torrey Roby. That's a blast. Boom. Goodbye baseball. That thing carried too. Didn't really have to hit it hard. Ground ball to third. Little backhand stop. Makes the play.
Batting third, the
And to think there's a lot of people out here that don't like Renway Field. Look at that backdrop. War Thunder says I look away for 1 second. Dude, that's usually how it is for me in like hockey. It's funny for me in hockey. If I'm watching it, I look away. I'm actively watching the game, and then all of a sudden I take one look away. Look at my phone, do something for, you know, fantasy, whatever. Delete some emails, you know, whatever. And next thing I look up, I hear somebody scored. It's constant. Happens to me all the time. Literally all the time. I'm not even making it up. Both of you guys just got home from work. All right, nice. Good time to check out some GGBL then, huh? Appreciate you guys tuning in.
That's out. Ball 4.
We'll try to get through all of the opening day games here tonight. But seeing as how it is 10 o'clock out here on the East Coast. I say East Coast, but as a Michigander, even though it's Midwest, we are still on Eastern Standard Time. Vibes is in the house. Carolina, if it's not too late. Oh, got it. Yeah, I mean, ooh, okay.
Nope.
I'm taking Carolina. They're down 1-0. I will accept that, Vibes. I will accept that. I took Atlanta to start. So we'll see if they can hold on to that lead. There's Clifford Durham. Deep drive to left center. That baby's gone. 2-run homer for Clifford Durham, and he continues to just rake here in the latter half of his career. Kind of showed some flashes there for San Antonio. Took a job out there with Richmond. And then decided that he was going to go inside the same division and take on a big contract with Atlanta. And, man, they're up 3-0 here in the first inning. Again, this is a tough hitting lineup, too. Very tough hitting lineup. Bunch of pop in that lineup, in those bats.
What do you got?
Batting seven, the left fielder, Pedro Murillo.
I'm watching, guys, I'm watching a Facebook video of our league. This umpire tonight was literally calling pitches. I'm a right-handed hitter, so if you can think about it, he's literally calling strikes in the outside, like in the other chalk line. And now I'm watching it on video and I'm just like, okay, I wasn't wrong. That's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. Not too bad of a swing right there. Got a base hit, too, boys. I'll have to share it. I'll have to share it. If you guys are even interested in that. Probably not. That's okay. Watching an old man swing a baseball bat? Probably not. All right, Riker Strizak up 3-0 here. You got Alfonso Bermudez, Darius Wilson, and Henry Castilla. Not the greatest lineup that there ever was for Carolina. They're still kind of building. They're up and coming. But they can get sneaky a little bit. They've got some offensive pieces that can get a little sneaky. Who's the worst umpire in the MLB? Ooh. Honestly, they've all been pretty bad.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The games that I've watched, which I've watched a lot of baseball.
2-2 count.
I mean, you can't. I used to watch when Angel Hernandez was umping. And, yeah, he was always bad. Like, he would make some calls so egregious that you're like, I think you're betting on baseball. That's how bad that I think that you're... That's how bad I think... Hey, that pitch, that exact play right there from Darius Wilson was what I did tonight. Line drive right past first and second baseman. Line drive. There you go, D-Will. I see you. I had that exact same trajectory tonight. Line drive, base hit. Love it. But yeah, as far as like umpires after Angel Hernandez, I'd probably say Doug Eddings. Every time I always have to hear Doug Eddings. Doug Eddings is with the call. Doug Eddings has done this. Doug Eddings did that. He's been pretty bad. But they're all bad. Like I've been watching games like you got pitches literally going through the K zone. The graphic. Just like we're seeing here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And they won't make the call. It's like what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Are we looking at the same strike zone or what?
2 strikes.
It almost has gotten to a point where umpires have just gotten kind of lazy, I think, where they start using like little tells just so that they can feel more confident in the call that they make. So like based on the catcher's positioning, then they're like, yeah, that was probably like 80% was probably a strike, even though it might be a little borderline. I'm not. But based on the positioning, it gives me a little bit of a tell there that I think I'm pretty safe. It's a pretty safe bet. Like, you know what I mean? They're playing the odds. They're playing an odds game. I saw a dude that he umpires, like, youth travel, I think. And young guy umpire. And I saw a pitch that was, again, inside. It was in the other batter's box. Kid was a right-hander. He's got the ump cam on and everything. But the shadow of the baseball actually crossed the outside part of the plate. That's a crazy play by Pinkard, by the way. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what these guys are. That's what sometimes these guys are using. I bet you, if they can't really tell, they're gonna use the little cues, a little clue to help them out with the call. So he was probably thinking, oh, if the shadow of the baseball, the sun was, you know, at the right angle, the shadow of the baseball was over the outside half of the plate, or the outside corner, I should say. So yeah, it probably crossed. It probably crossed the plate. It was so bad. It was so egregious. I'm like, yeah, I think that's what these dudes do. They use these little cues from either the catcher or
Off the plate, ball 1.
the shadow of the ball over the plate, like just to help them out. I think that's what happens. I can be wrong. I never went to any sort of umpiring school, but I bet you if you did, they probably would give you little hints and clues like that to make your job, quote unquote, a little bit easier.
Nope. That's inside.
War Thunder says, I'm thinking if the MLB has had an umpire scandal like in the NBA. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I would imagine that there probably has been. That'd be pretty nuts if there hadn't been a single umpire that got caught for, you know, some type of scandal.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So War Thunder, I did mean to answer your question there. You're thinking off-white for Carolina? No, I just meant for like the score bug, where it's just so bright. Look at Crawfish, man. He's 2 for 2. He's got a home run. He's got a double now. It's only the 2nd inning. This guy could shoot for the cycle. He's only got a triple left to go. We got some big alleyways out here too. Crawfish might get that. Needs a triple and a single. Single's the easiest one to get. Triple might be the hardest one to get. You know? Because, I mean, you do have to put it in the gap. You got to hit it pretty hard. You got to hope that you don't hit it hard enough and find the right gap that it's actually going to turn into a home run. All right, so Pinkard put a charge into that one, but no luck. No luck there. We're going to turn it here to the bottom of the 2nd. As you guys remember, we will be simulating 4, 5, and 6. Pick this back up inside of the 7th inning, as long as it's within 4 runs. If it's a 5-run lead for anybody, then we're just going to keep going until that threshold is broken. But yeah, the score bug, you've got the white lettering for Carolina and then the white color for the background. Just throws me off. Plus the white text to tell you who the batter is. It's really hard to read. Shy Sox fan get caught like Gilbert Arenas with some illegal gambling. Oh my god. War Thunder, it makes sense that the score bug needs to change. Also, Pat Hober got fired for gambling a few months back. Okay, alright. Dude, I'm starting to wonder. A lot of these baseball players, man, I wonder. Because now you got the Luis Ortiz, right? Was it Ortiz in Clase?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's crazy though, man. Think about that. What does that have to be like? I mean, they're in complete control of what happens in that bet. They're in complete control. Especially if they want to throw it, you know. Jonathan Clase strikeout on Mike Trout.
Nope, outside.
And instead, he just misses the plate all over. He just walks him. You know, make an easy couple $1,000s on that bet. Because you've got money to play with. You know, you got millions of dollars to play with in your bankroll. But I don't know, man. How greedy do you have to be? Like, you're making millions and millions of dollars, and you can't just play it honestly. You gotta rig it for yourself to win more money. How greedy do you have to be? My God.
Leading off for Atlanta,
And
The first base
why do you feel like you need more money? That's the other part. I mean, I'm no socialist here. I'm no commie. But my God, man, like if I'm making millions of dollars, I don't know if I'm gonna even have the fire, the desire to even say, yeah, I'm gonna make a bet and I'm gonna rig the bet in my favor. Why? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sports game, Josh. How's it going, everybody? Good. How are you? War Thunder says, I agree with you. I mean, with gambling being illegal in most U.S. states, I'm not surprised some players would dip their hand in it. Yep. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I'm with you. Not surprised either. But, like, let me put it this way. I'm surprised that people would feel the need to do it. But I'm not surprised that, given this is just how people are and how reality works, that people do it. It still amazes me. Okay, so after that 3-run inning, Roby's kind of settled this thing down a little bit. Greed overcomes all. Yeah, it does. Oh, man, now he's starting to paint. He could get a quality start. He gets 6. See that strikeout graphic? I don't even know how many strikeouts he had. 2. You have to catch it at the very, very last second. Let's see if Rosario can put a charge into one right here. Sports Gaming Josh going to watch on silent for a little bit, but I'm here watching. Okay, sounds good, man.
Ball 2.
What do you guys do for work? You said you were just getting home from work. Kind of a late night. 10 o'clock. Little broken bat, but Keelan Okoye is there, custom player. And that's the end of the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. We got Strizak facing 8, 9, and 1 coming up next. He's had himself a great game thus far. Only allowed 2 hits. In line for a win if all things hold serve. War Thunder says, I work as a valet for now. Gotcha. Yeah, those can turn into some pretty late nights, I'm sure.
One ball, 2 strikes.
I used to work at a bunch of golf courses in the summer, and this is many, many years ago. But we had a lot of valet. Oh my gosh, look at this play. Look at that play. Good to have a little backup at second base. There you go. Paul Andrews. Nice play from first baseman. Kind of dove for that. Pushed it his way, and it was perfect. Perfectly set up. Perfectly timed. Here's Austin Luis. Fly ball to center. That'll be caught by Rosario. We got 2 up, 2 down. Very quick bottom of the third inning as Strizak is just mowing through this Carolina lineup. He has faced the minimum +1. Like, if you look at that. So across 3 innings, he's now gotten up here to the top of the order. So basically 8 outs across 9 hitters. No, actually, no, sorry, 10 hitters. This is the 10th hitter. 8 outs and 10 hitters. I think I'm doing that math right. 369. So damn fine. Something one more time. Mailman says Chai Sox, okay. Man, they delivering mail this late at night. Nice, good pitch. So 10 batters faced, 9 outs for Strizak. Yeah, we go to the top of the 4th. We'll take control of Atlanta, and we will get into some sim. Oh, man, I'd love to hit right now. It's addicting. All right, sim to the next half inning. We got a single, fielder's choice. 1 run is scored. It's 4-0. Strizak continuing to mow him down. It's 4-0. Got a walk, and look at that. They already pulled Torrey Roby. He did not get through the 5th inning. Wow, so they had runners on the corners, and then Strizak got a strikeout. Single, double play, walk, fly out. Bottom of the 6th, this is the last inning for Sim. We got a 1 run is scored. So Carolina does come back. It's a 4-1 game, and it's now up to the bullpen here for both squads. It is 4-1. War Thunder, dude, when trade deadline comes, I think Carolina needs a big bat. They do. They do. They might need like an up-and-coming big bat too, because if they're out of the playoffs, they're not going to buy. You know, doesn't make sense. You do that type of stuff in the off season. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I think they might be a 500-ish ball club, and yeah, to your point, that big bat might kind of send them over the top.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Maybe they might find somebody like Kenneth Alexander Jr. He's down in the minor leagues. What a fall from grace. Oh my God, that needs to be studied. Need some answers.
The batter, the right fielder, Flipper, Jura.
I think he might have been on the roids.
Safe. Ball 1.
Shut it down right here. Runner!
They were trying to double steal right there.
That's ball 2.
KJ ain't Barry Bonds. What is vibes? Oh, that's now I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. When you were saying the big blue walls agitate you. Now I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this whenever there's a stolen base, right? There's just some moments where the camera has to cut. I know what you mean. It happens the same way with St. Louis. The arch. Like apparently that's where the camera is. It's all the way back outside of the stadium, and somehow like how it's programmed, it's behind the arch. So if I was to do any sort of like stadium editing, I'd just have to figure out like where Like, where is that? Where is the angle exactly? And then if I can put that thing down, then, you know, should be good.
At the ball.
He does it like that. I want to look at. What is wrong with that? It's cool. The little clock tower up there is kind of cool. What do you mean you don't like the stadium? They look at the fans are bearing down on you. You know. This needs to actually be a little lower. This wall right here needs to be a little lower. But you see the fans, like the fans are up here. That's crazy. You know. That's crazy. They're bearing down on you. But like right out here, it's gotta be like, I think it's gotta be this, right? I think it's this. Because look at where, if I can get the angle, yeah, it's gotta be right there. Is where I think the problem child is. It's this cutout right there. I need to bring that down and figure out how to ease into that wall up there. So we got to figure that out. But yeah. This is called Renway Field, I think Renway Stadium or something. Renway. RENWAY. That's going to be a base hit. Going to fall right in front of the right fielder. 5-1 ball game. As Pedro Murillo gets a base knock. At least Bonds made things interesting. KJ is Smalls from Sandlot. 30th best stadium. 30th best in the GGBL. Man. Well, I don't doubt it. It was one of the first stadiums that I ever made. Back in GGBL 21. And I just wanted to copy it. I just wanted to copy it for 23. So, just like a lot of logos that you create, or stories that you create when you were a kid, you know, or whatever. The first iterations are usually not the best. Now, when it comes to movies, the first things are usually the best. It's always the sequels that are awful. But could you imagine playing in this stadium right here? You got the fans like looking down on you. Might be a little intimidating. All right, bases juiced. We got the number 9 hole hitter coming up. That will be Paul Andrews. And, you know, Paulie's got a little pop in his bat, so we'll see if he can make something happen here. Ooh. When you're in the box, that looks really close. Had to protect, had to go after that one. And that's going to spoil the threat. Bases juiced. And they can't get it done. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Strzyzek is still out there. Still firing. 83rd pitch. I think this should be his last inning if, you know, barring any trouble. If he gets into some trouble here, gives up a run, maybe a double he gives up or something. I think he'd probably be brought out of the game, but he goes 1, 2, 3 again. It'll be about 90 pitches. He'd have gone 7 innings, and I think that should be enough.
No, inside.
So, guys, after tonight's stream, like I said, I'm going to try to get through all 4 games. Just depends on how it all shakes out, but I'm going to try to get through all 4. And then we'll actually do a sim tonight to get through the month of April. We'll even get through May. We'll try to get into some June gameplay. And then before you know it, we're going to be in July. And then we'll get into the draft and the All-Star stuff and trade deadline. And so basically two more uploads. 2 more uploads, 2 more streams, and we're going to be right there. Right where the interesting stuff is. I kind of like the pace that we're on right now. You get opening day extravaganza. You do a little sim. Start seeing how some things shake out. Nice play by Carver. He just went across the world to go get that baseball. See how everything pans out there in the first couple of months, and then get into the juicy stuff, some juicy matchups, see how teams are performing against each other, playoff teams, usually, teams with storylines. And then get into all the fun stuff like trade deadline and playoff push, and then you're in the playoffs before you know it. And then that means you're in the off season before you know it. Off seasons usually take forever.
Ball 3.
I do have a question to ask you guys, if you can answer it here in the chat. I'm curious. We have a community member, Chiefy. He has told me that he's willing to put together a spreadsheet with everyone's rosters. Like, literally all 93 men rosters. And what he wants to do is he wants me to, like, slow scroll everyone's rosters. So he's going to write everybody down into a spreadsheet, each organization, and then send that out, like, in the Discord, and that way you guys always have it, you know. So he says he might find it interesting to have, because then he likes to kind of know, like, who's got what as far as talent goes, and youngsters and all this stuff, prospects, and helps him kind of get immersed into the world a little bit. I told him it probably isn't worth
That's inside.
the squeeze. The juice probably isn't worth the squeeze, because I'm going to have to sift through all of those rosters, all 30 teams. He's going to have to put them all in, and it might be just him that's going to look at it. I don't know. You guys got to let me know. Would you look at something like that? Would you find that useful? Because I can understand his point. I do understand his point of view, because it is hard. Because I know all these CPU players, because I'm around it every day. You know, like I might not have a insane amount of knowledge of Carmen Feliz, this pitcher right now, or the catcher for Carolina, Jim Wilga. You know, these non-custom guys, but I mean, we've streamed it enough to I think maybe the names come across are familiar to you, maybe not. But like I said, I mean, if you guys, everybody else has lives. I have a life. So I don't blame anybody for not knowing who a lot of these people are, these pixel people. But I'm just curious. Would you guys actually find that interesting? Would you use it? Would you have a use for it? War Thunder says, I think it sounds good for people who might want to get into the GGBL, but I understand if it's too much. Gotcha. But would you use it? And if you would use it, what would you use it for? Because he's taken the view of, I'm gonna use it just so at like trade deadline I can kind of help out and say, hey, you know, this team is stacked with starting pitching. They should probably move it, you know. Because again, like, it's one thing for me to say it. It's one thing for me to show it to you guys and, like, sell the idea. But it's another thing to, you know, actually see that it's true. Hey, this team's loaded with pitching. Maybe they need an outfielder. Carolina, they need a big bat. Are there some prospects that they could sell? I might tell you there are, but you don't know the rosters inside and out like I do. You know, I can see it. And I don't know everybody's rosters like to a T, but I've still got the rosters at my fingertips whenever I log in, you know? You guys don't. Shy Sox fan says, I mean, it could be a player database. Yeah, basically. Basically. That's exactly how it would work. Yep. Strizak's still out there, man. He's firing. He's going to go 100 pitchings on opening day. That's insane. Most guys don't do that anymore. That's a slurve. Finding the bottom of the zone. That's nasty. He's got D-Will down 0-2. I'd probably throw that same pitch, but make it a ball. See if D-Will chases. You know, he's going to go 90. He's still throwing 99, guys. He's got 9 strikeouts today. That was his 100th pitch of the game, is a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. He's nasty, man. He's nasty.
Inside, ball one.
Oh, pop up. That's going to be the end of the 8th inning. Strizak is still pitching well, man. I think that's definitely going to be it. Oh, hey, there's the wall again to Vibes Point. Charlie Doyle. We can't see him.
Leading off for Atlanta, the center fielder, Chris Rosario.
You think after a while,
0-1.
GGBL media crew, they would have found a different place to put the camera. Just saying. All right, top of the 9th we go. D-Will's going to make this catch easy. He's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 1, Pedro Murillo.
1-0.
1-0. Hey!
Two balls, 2 strikes.
What's the matter, bud? Did you miss the Good Boys stream yesterday, Wrigley? Good Boys won. And that's a mascot for you, dude. All right, top of the ninth. He got you down. Murillo was looking for his third hit of the night. Looking for a solo shot to get that to a 5-run lead. We would have headed into simulation at that point. That's going to be interesting. Like in the 9th inning, a team gets that 5-run lead. Basically, it's over. It's more than a grand slam. Like, we would have to go to the bottom of the 9th with not giving Carolina a shot in gameplay. We'd have to go to sim. All right, Josh Bennett, 25 years old. He's got to face 4, 5, and 6. I don't really know who Josh Bennett is. He's a 70 overall pitcher. Ooh. He's listed as is he a closer? Because I think they might have better options. They should have better options in that bullpen. They've got Buddy Dunn and Josh Rudy. And yeah, so they do have Jeffrey Lazar. He was their closer last year for, actually he's been the closer ever since we started this league. He's got 272 saves. Crazy. So yeah, I think they're just figuring that they got a 4-run lead and they're gonna give him a shot to shut this thing down. So we'll see what this guy's gonna bring. He's got a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, so he seems like he's got some closer stuff. But he's only a 3-pitch pitcher, so that changeup,
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think it was listed as like 84 miles an hour. Ground ball, yep, 84 miles an hour. Nice job by Pinkard. Oh no! Pinkard! You had some time there, Broseph. Maybe take the shades off. You're in the shade. Crazy. Popped him up. That should be out number 1. There it is. Porter Pittman is Dunzos. So it's going to be up to Danny Riddle to avoid a double play and Keelan Okoye to do the same. Ground ball should be 2. Could be 2. Oh, what a job. What a flip. What a turn. The Atlanta Sting will get an opening day victory over rival Carolina. Blue Sox go down, and that was a very, very nicely turned double play. Smooth as silk. Little chopper at third. Made a beautiful throw to second. That's where things can get a little bit dicey sometimes. It's when you're making those throws off balance. So Strizak will go 8 with 9 strikeouts. Nobody walked. And only 1 earned run against him. Torrey Roby saddled with the loss here. 4 innings, 3 walks, 4 earned, and only 2 strikeouts. And yeah, I mean, I probably, there's a lot of people on Atlanta that could have been player of the game, but I think you got to give it to Strizak with 9 strikeouts. That's a lot. That is a lot. All right, so we're just going to dive into the next game here. We're going to go Phoenix, San Antonio. We got Carlos Cairo against Neto Montoya. So that is a righty-righty matchup, and I just want to make sure the lineups are looking good here for both teams, making sure that everyone's where they need to be. So John Fletcher should not be the guy. Come on. He's got 93 power, but I mean, what are we doing here? Right? We're going to get Percy Burnside in the 2 hole. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And Patrick Willey's going to go there. There you go. Sounds good. Now about Phoenix. Another right-handed pitcher there. We got Tierney, Dennison. Yep, I think they should be set. they should be good to go. All right. Let's get your picks in the live stream going here. Phoenix, San Antonio. I will go Phoenix. I think that they're just so talented. They're way too talented to lose this game. I don't think the Bandits have enough in their lineup to take them down. So I'm going to take Wrigley outside. He's got to go. He's got to go. So I'll be right back.
Leading off for the final, the second baseman, Kenneth Alexander.
1-0. Got him.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Eloy Hidalgo. Batting third, the shortstop, Colton Kenneth. Leading off for the Bandits, the second baseman, Bucky Taylor.
Ball, that's outside. Ball. Ah. 2-1. Helpful. Got him.
Batting second, the catcher, number 14. Batting third, the center fielder, number 20.
Hey! Ball, that's just out.
Leading off for Phoenix, the first baseman, Kevin Stowe.
Hey! Ball, that's inside. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Clean.
The right fielder, Michael Root.
Hey! That's a ball.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 1. The right fielder, Alonso Soto.
Ball 1. that's off the plate. Aye. Ball inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. What do you got? He's out.
Batting six. The first baseman, number 26. Batting seven, the left fielder, Ricky Piper.
Ball down.
Batting eight, the third baseman, Marcus Ibarra.
Nope, outside.
All right, what do we got? Whoa.
1-1.
San Antonio won? What the heck? What happened?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Who did something?
Two count.
Alonso Soto, solo home run. Okay,
Count
it's
full.
random. Very random. And now we get a error. That's a tough error. Very tough error. Tough play.
Ball, that's inside. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Neto getting the opening day start. Neto Montoya. Normally this would be a Rico Ramos Jr. spot, but you know he's been in the league for 8 seasons, so it's one of those deals where Neto Montoya is kind of on the up and up a little bit. To complete the strikeout there, that's the end of the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Alonso Soto. Look at those glasses, man. The little guy putting charge into it.
ball, one strike.
I'm pretty sure that Rico Ramos Jr. is the number 2 at least. But Spencer, I mean, that's insane. Ramos Jr. is the number 2. I mean, you really, this staff is so good, you don't really have a 1, 2, 3.
Julian.
All right, so here's the storyline here. Julian Quevedo, as we know, was a Richmond Good Boy legend in the postseason.
0-1.
He's just one of those types of guys. Started to become a full-time player with the Good Boys, and now with the Phoenix Firebirds, he's kind of turned, kind of gone turncoat a little bit. Traitor. Going to the other best team in the league. Flipping leagues, really. Going from NL to the Good Boys to Phoenix in the AL. That's a base knock there. And a good approach there by Julian Quevedo. I'm happy for him. He seems to have turned into a really good player, a complete player. And the fact that he's batting 9th is crazy. And he gets a stolen base mixed in too. Oh, 2 here to Baladeras. Good hitting second baseman. And he offered. He went.
Ball, that's low. He's safe. One ball, 2 strikes.
So Cairo figuring this lineup out. Phoenix, no runs across 3 innings. That's kind of crazy. I would have expected, like I said, San Antonio really did not have enough, juice to compete. But man, they're getting a good outing here from Cairo. Look at that base hit from the leadoff man, Bucky Taylor. I've never heard of this guy. Who the heck is this dude? Going the other way for a double. Montoya's only got 34 pitches. It's 35. 35 pitches through the third. That's not the worst thing.
Ball 1.
With that speed from Taylor, you might think that he might tag here. Head to third. Yep. He's got it. Got it easy. He could manufacture a little run here with Boatwright coming up. Had 30 bombs last season. So you can get it out there. Late.
0-1's the count.
Little looper there. Maybe play. Yep, Ruth has got it. Let's see if they test the arm of Ruth. They won't. They won't test it. I think that he probably would have been safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Alonso Soto.
Interesting battle right here. We got Soto and Montoya.
0-1.
Soto won the first battle. Let's see if Montoya can set him down right here.
Nope.
He's going with
Outside.
the curveballs. Ooh.
What do you got?
Yes, sir. Slider. Changed it up on him, too. Curveball, curveball, slider. So nothing but breaking pitches. Oh, got him that time. All right, so 1-1. The battle between Soto and Montoya. All right, that means we will go ahead and get into sim territory here. We're going to take control of San Antonio. Not that it matters, but got to take control of somebody. Single stolen base. Ground out, 2-run home run. Wow, who hit the 2-run bomb? Was it Ruth or Lobo? I think it was Ruth. It had to have been Ruth. Cannon got on, stole a base. Actually, it might have been Lobo. Lobo might have done it. So it's actually 2-1 now. So Montoya has a lead. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. Montoya pitching a little bit better now. San Antonio does go with a relief pitcher. Montoya out of the inning. So we're now in the top of the 7th with, there it is, so up in the upper left-hand corner. Hannibal Lobo, 1 home run, 2 at-bats, 2 ribbies. He's the guy that delivered the big blow right here. So 2-1 game. Phoenix up in the top of the 7th inning. It might actually come down to that. The fact that San Antonio doesn't have enough firepower. In Phoenix, even though they haven't been hitting, they had just enough firepower from this guy's bat, Hannibal Lobo, to get that 2-run shot, taking the lead.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The right fielder, number 4, Michael Ruth.
Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0. Hey! Hey!
Easy play for Holyfield.
The batter, number 1,
Rico Hernandez. I love how all these drafted pitchers, they never like take on any unique throwing motions. It's always the same thing.
0-2.
I think in 25 they changed that, but I could be wrong. You know what I think I might do, guys? Just because this is the finale and we had 4 games to go. We got 2 games
Nope, that's down.
pretty much done, right? We got this game, last game. This will be the ending game of the stream tonight. So I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate the last 2 games. Boston, Chicago, LA, Washington. Just because I don't personally think that there's a ton of people here in the community that like to follow Washington, or I mean, nobody really likes LA either. I mean, they haven't really been good in this iteration of the GGBL, so I don't. But same thing with Chicago. Nobody wants to watch Chicago. Like, they just stink. And then there's just not enough love in Boston going around right now, so. That's what I think I might do.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
But yeah, if you guys want to put your picks in to who's going to win those games, then definitely do that. I encourage it for more channel points. We'll just go ahead and simulate it. I mean, we probably should go into quick manage and just do it from there. That way we can see it play out. It might be kind of fun. No Chicago slander in this chat. It says Shy sucks. Oh, man. I forgot. Yeah. Now I feel bad because maybe you might want to see them. But they're so bad, man. They're so bad. They got nothing going for them right now. The Breeze. The Chicago Breeze. Deep drive from Holyfield. Is that one going to get up? Enough. It's gone right over the wall. Just enough. Tie game. Low and away, too. Montoya still out there just throwing darts. And then Holyfield says he's got a dart of his own. That just got over the wall. That was a little lucky. But it is a tie ball game, guys. It is 2-2. Now, here's a drive by Ricky Piper. That one is gone as well. Back-to-back homers for the Bandits. Montoya serving up some meatballs right now. Line drives, too. No cheapies. And that is going to do it. Montoya did a lot of work in this game. Pitch count was looking good. I think 83 was the number. 84th pitch going over the seats. And he's staring down. Whoa, did you see that? Staring down the dugout of the Bandits. You got to wonder what that's all about. Maybe the Bandits might be cheating. Might be stealing some signs.
Yep, that ball went out.
So they're going to call on poor... I've never figured out how to say this, Rico. Porfirio? Porfirio, right? Porfirio Infante. Or Porfirio. Porfirio? Porfirio?
Okay.
That's probably what it is. 3 solo shots off of him. Yep. So that's what did him in, was the home run ball. But at least it wasn't like with anybody on base. I mean, it might as well have been, right? 1 home run with 2 guys on. Okay, nickname is Fear, so it's Porfirio. Porfirio Infante. Porfirio. Gotcha. So he's coming on in relief, and that's how stacked that this pitching staff for Phoenix is. They've got Montoya, Spencer Clark, Ramos Jr. They got another couple other guys in there too. And then Infante, if we can just look at his overall rating, he's an 86 at 22 years old. I want to show this to you guys. He's an 86. Look at this pitching staff. Welburn, Carmona, Ramos Jr., and Spencer Clark. So Carmona's coming over from Chicago. A lot of seasons out there in Chicago. Decent pitcher, pretty good pitcher. 6'5", throws heavy. He's like a Sandy Alcantara. That's kind of what I liken him to. Throws heat, big guy. Gonna give up a couple runs every now and then, right? But then you got Welburn, who's giving a chance. Look at all these guys. All their starters just throw gas, right? So Welburn's getting a chance here, getting a shot. But then you've got Kirkland, who's a starter turned bullpen guy. And then, of course, now you've got Infante, who's another starter in the bullpen. So you've got basically two guys that can be like spot starters or flex guys. And they've got really high overalls, man. So if Phoenix, I think if Phoenix wanted to go out and they wanted to go get like a big bat or something, another big power bat, they could easily do it because they've got the pitching. They've got the talent. They've got guys to sell if they wanted to. So it's something to watch out for. They haven't won it in 2 seasons. You had Phoenix get to the Gold Series last year, lose to Richmond, get bounced from the Gold Series in season number 6, since that was Washington, Richmond. And then I think it was in season 5. Yeah, season 5 they beat Richmond. So they're two years removed from winning a Gold Series, but only last year they made it, but didn't close it out. Wow, look at this. Storm might beat this thing out. Is he really going to do it? He did. The big man, the catcher, beats it out. They were playing him past the bag. So the fact, I mean, he does have some power to the pull side. So, of course, I mean, that's a great place to play him. But he would. That's how baseball works. He would hit the slow tap or the swinging bunt down the line that you can't go get him. So this is a big moment here for the newcomer, Julian Quevedo. He's got power. Big moment here against Chris Haney. Down by a run. A home run would give him the lead. So that was a really close pitch. Could have probably been called a strike, and also the check swing was a little close too. But he got him 1-2. 5th pitch here from Haney, and it is a slider, a nasty slider. You guys saw that late break. Yeah, funny story about Rick White, Rico. I had to make room for Infante and some other players, so Rick White's actually down in AAA. Which is absolutely stupid, but yeah, he's down in AAA. They might be able to, that's a guy that they might be able to trade. That might be, in fact, the guy that I tried to trade, is Rick White, for somebody, another hitter. I don't know where they're going to find room for the guy that they acquire, but they're so good pitching-wise, I don't even think that they should, flip White for a pitcher, like a relief guy, like a really, really good relief guy, because there's no point. Rick White, as good as he is, he might as well be the reliever that you're looking for. So Haney's got back-to-back Ks. Phoenix is running out of outs here to get one more run. They got 4 more outs to give. Oh, one's going to miss here. Lift him up. Haney comes on into relief. He does a job, and Bandits are out of the inning. Let's go bottom of the 8th. San Antonio looking for some more runs here. They need some insurance. Phoenix with that lineup, no lead is safe.
Oh, that's out.
Another reason, too, guys, why I want to sim those last 2 games. You know, I had intention of getting those games some gameplay, but I don't want to drag this out any more than it needs to be, you know. We went live Friday. Went live Sunday. Right? No, we went live. Okay, yeah. We went live Monday for 4 hours. Monday. Then we went live on Friday, Sunday, and then yeah. Yep. Monday, Friday, Sunday, and then again today. So it's a lot. It's a lot of GGBL content in a short window of time, so
That's a ball.
don't want to overdo it a little bit, you know. Plus I want to get into that sim schedule. I want to get to June. See if there's any good matchups we can get done. Opening day is a good feeler, you know, of how teams are going to play this year. There's a drive. Look at Soto, man. He's just stinging the ball today. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about going for 3. Get a little 90 feet closer. Patrick Willie. P. Willie.
Count 1-0.
Why did I never come up with that? That's too good. P. Willie.
Nope.
His nickname should be Dr. Dong. He hits some home runs, you know. That's what it should be. Dr. Dong. Never mind. Infante with the strikeout, and then we got Jace Pimento, who needs a red glove now. He's no longer with the Moonshots, so he signed with San Antonio via free agency this winter. So here we go. Last chance for Phoenix. They need 1 run. They got 3, 4, 5.
That's ball 2.
Cannon does bring a little bit of a challenge.
Ball 3.
You don't want to walk him, because you know he's going to try to steal. He even could try to steal third base too. But you don't want to give up a home run, because he can do that too. So the power speed combo thing is really tough. And then now you got to deal with this guy. Kevin Stoitz.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The GGBL legend, Kevin Stoitz. Oh, Got him way out in front of the knuckle curve. He might be looking for that again. Nope, gonna foul this one off. A running fastball. I might throw that knuckle curve to him again, but he might be like Miguel Cabrera. He's done that before. Purposefully swing and miss and look silly on a pitch just so he can get it again. Cabrera did that, and he admitted to it one time. 1-2. Ooh, really good take, and I don't know if he got fooled and he just got lucky with the ump, but he's still alive. 2-2. Got him. No, he's just actually not reading that pitch. Sweeping curve. He's going to get Stoits. He's 0 for 4 today. Not Kevin Stoits-like. 11 inches of break. It's basically a foot. And that side-winding, sidearm throw. Look at the spin rate, 2,200. Revolutions per minute. Crazy. Pimentel with that sidearm delivery. Gets a lot of break on those sweepers and breaking pitches. Yep, the Lobo here going to swing and miss at this one, but the throw down and not in time. So as we said, Colton Cannon loves to steal. So a walk turns into a double. Lobo needs to come up with a base hit. He's been clutch. And you know what? In recent seasons, it seems like Lobo has been more clutch than Stoit. So he's kind of taking the moniker of that lately. And they need him right here, right now. Staying alive. Foul ball after foul ball. Another foul. Another sweeper. Sweeping curve. Looks like he's going to go to it again. That might be the slider. Nope, sweeping curve again. He is not giving up on that sweeping curve, but you know what? Lobo's just spoiling it. Says, I want something in my wheelhouse. Ground ball to first. Holyfield's got it. That is out number 2. But Cannon will take third base. So we still have a chance for Phoenix to tie the game. The infield single will still do the job, but, you know, Ruth is not the type to do that. Ruth's come up with some clutch hits in his Firebird days as well. Pimentel. I'm not going to knock his strategy here. He's staying off the plate, trying to fish a little bit, see where they're going to bite. You don't want to leave something right down the heart of the plate, right? Got to stay low, keep the ball down, keep the ball off the plate every now and then. Get him to entice and be tempted. Here's a check swing. They're going to not say that he went. It's a full count now. So now the question becomes, do you want to pitch to Ruth, or do you want to kind of intentionally, unintentionally walk him? Because if you do that, you do get the 7-hole hitter, Vladimir Drago, and then Chuck Storm. Which, if that happens, the bases will be loaded for Chuck Storm. And that's going to be a walk here for Michael Ruth. So now you're in a little bit of trouble here, because Tierney can run, Drago can hit the gaps. And if he gets a double, Tierney's scoring. So they'll take the lead on a double here. The 2 outs. All they need is a play at second or first. If it's on the ground. Mentel doesn't really care what happens. He just needs an out. And again, he's fishing around here, trying to see if these Firebird hitters will offer, and they have not. They're going to work another 2-0 count. That's a base hit up the middle. Phoenix will take, not the lead. I almost said they were going to take the lead. I saw Tierney just bolting around second base, and I'm like, oh my God, they might have a play from third to home because he's so freaking fast. But they will tie it up. Let me backtrack. Base hit. Phoenix will tie the game up. I'm tired, guys. I just played a whole game of baseball. Like, give me a break. I'm tired today. That's part of the reason why I also want to just get through tonight. Get through tonight. 0-2 pitch here to Storm. He checked his swing, but umpire said that he went. Pimentel is just a little upset. Yep, you can see it. Yep, dang it. Shaking his head. He had him right where they wanted him. But now we go to the bottom of the ninth instead of just ending the game right here. We'll edit that in post. Yep, we will. All right. So Infante, I mean, he can go a little bit longer too. That's the good thing about having a guy like this in your bullpen is he's a starter. He can keep going. But hey, we got a base hit here for Holyfield. I just don't know. Oh, Quevedo trips and stumbles. I was going to say I don't think that Holyfield's fast enough to get the second on a hit to the left fielder. But, oh, no, the stumble by Quevedo out there. And now they're going to pinch run for Holyfield. So they're going to take one of their better bats out of the game for the chance at the W. Which I don't necessarily disagree with, but you got to hope that 7, 8, and 9 come up with a hit. Otherwise, Holyfield, that'll be a big loss here. So, hey, we got Drago with the catch. The tag to third. And now we are one sac fly away from San Antonio walking it off. It's going to be up to Marcos Ibarra. Or Ibarra. Ibarra. Don't need to do too much, man. Just get it into the air. Fly ball. That's all you need. Even a ground ball. I mean, I think they have to go home, but we'll see. CPU has done stupid stuff like this before. Like, they treat the ninth inning like it's the first inning, and they'll concede the run for the out. So we'll see. We'll see. I have seen it before. Oh, wow. That was a great pitch to hit, but a lot of movement from Infante. This is the part of the order that you want, though, in this situation. 8 and 9. So full count. You're going to get Kareem Pena coming up next. In the full count. Here it comes. Ground ball. Oh, foul ball. Shy Sox fan, I think I'll have GG manage a fictional pro football team as end of season NFL champion versus... oh, interesting. We got to walk. Okay, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world because now the CPU knows, hey, we're not really... I mean, you want to be worried about that runner at third, but I think what you got to do at this point, really your only hope is to turn double play. But it's got to be perfectly hit to do it. Otherwise, they might be running on contact. You just got to look at that runner at third. You got to see what he's doing. You got to see what he's doing. And if you do that, if he baits you, he takes away some time, you might not be able to turn that double play. So this is a weird spot. Very weird situation right now. It's all feel. It's all feel. Ground ball right at you. You got to be quick. You got to make a decision, but you got to run through all these different scenarios. Now, what you're going to do with the ball when it gets to you. You got to check 3, try for the double play. If anything, you got to at least get one out. They're going to... they're going to sacrifice. They're going to squeeze. The game is over. The Bandits will walk it off, and whoa. The gutsy play that they just put on. Walks it off. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a weird situation right there. What do you do? What do you do on defense? Well, they just laid down a squeeze. To walk it off. Do we have a dive out here too? Is that what I just saw? Oh yeah, must have been a very first part of the game. So Pena lays down the perfect, literally the perfect bunt. Like, that's exactly where you want to go right there. You couldn't have laid it down any better. You can't lay it down to third. That's a little too risky. But, yeah, game over, man. He doesn't even have to go to first base. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. So, the loss, unfortunately, goes to Infante. He gave up one earned run. That's a very tough loss. Very tough spot to be in, for sure. Pimentel gets the lucky win, to his credit. And the player of the game is Admiral Holyfield. 3 for 4 and a home run. So, that's pretty crazy. San Antonio gets a win. Yeah, with the runner already going, exactly. It just makes it way too tough. All right, guys. So the last two games, honestly, man, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it right now to do this. So if I wanted to, I could push it off for another day. But
Let's play ball.
I think it might be better just to sim the half innings. Let's just see what happens. So let's do some channel points here. Who do you think is going to win? And by the way, Chi Sox, I don't know how much work that would be to contribute. I just don't have a lot of time, man. I feel bad about, like, it's not a rejection. It's just like I just can't do it. I can't commit more time. So if you guys want to play here with this, we could definitely do that. I'm going to take, looking at this lineup, we got Traxler, Bryant, Ruth, Schmidt, Kingman, Bayek, Robeson, Kent, McGinnis versus Pringle, Whitaker, Brooks, Taylor, Salvatore, Taylor. I'm going to take Washington. Rico's got LA. I gotcha. Just say I'm the head coach. All right. Why not? Okay. Sounds like nobody else is playing in the channel points. All right, let's do it.
He's safe.
Man, look at this. I was going to say Lederman was throwing a no-no up until what just happened there. Let's see the box score real quick. So the Swamp Monsters, we got Baker T. Brooks hitting a 3-run jack. Piper gets on with a single. Pringle gets on with a single, and then Brooks with the 3-run homer. Ooh, what do we have here for Washington? Washington gives up a couple runs. No homers, but a lot of hits against Peterson. So Peterson's kind of on his last legs here. It's 4-2. Something else just happened here in the 4th inning. Dorman out on a sac fly. Sebastian Salvatore scores. After a Salvatore single, Taylor single. Yep, got it. Got it. I'm going to let him pitch here. Gives up a run. And now we're going to have to make a change. And I'm actually going to go with I'm going to go with Getz right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
I'm going to go with Getz right now.
Now pitching, Woody.
LA scores a run. How did that happen? Bryant singles. Actually, okay. Woody Getz replaces Peterson. McGinnis strikes out. Traxler walks. Bryant singles. Ruth singles. Bases juiced. Greg Schmidt singles. Dorman throws out Bryant at home plate. Traxler scores. Dang, dude. Hey, but Washington gets the lead back. So we can actually enter in here to maybe watch Woody Getz shut this thing down. But Salvatore hit a home run. Okay. Taylor strikes out. Salvatore hits a home run. That's awesome to see. Let's get into the game. Let's see if Getz can shut this thing down.
Welcome in.
Leading off for the ninth,
Oh, shoot. Nope, step off.
David. Beck.
All right, here we go. Ooh, David Bayek, 999 career hits. He's had 2 of them tonight. Looking for his 1,000th. You know, it'd be big for LA. See, I love the fact that we changed. There it is. We got to see a little history right there. David Bayek, 1,000 career knocks.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Congratulations, man.
Robinson.
This guy has been around since
Your attention, please. Now pitching,
season 1.
Francisco Gallego.
But yeah, I love the fact that we changed the score bug for LA because they used to be white too. Little bunts, perfectly placed. No, what are they doing? Why would you do that? Oh, the risk. The risky play, but they got the runner at second. Oh my God. It was perfectly placed. I thought they were going to be safe at second, but jeez, dude.
You're a ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes.
So Gallegos comes in trying to shut it down. I think he probably will, but we'll see. Popped him up. Somebody's got to get in there and make the play. Now number 2 in center field. All right. Number 9 hole hitter is up. Ben McGinnis. He's got an RBI single today.
Ben McGinnis.
I think Gallegos has got this locked down.
He's in there. Hey.
Nice pitch. Jeez, dude. Just these guys are just dotting it up.
0-2.
he's got him right here. 0-2. Ooh.
Inside. Ball.
Wrong-o. What about right now? Fastball, high, you get him. Nope. Ground ball to short. Little flip to second. Game is over. Salvatore covered. And there you go. 5-4 dub for Washington. I get 50 channel points. Yeah. All right. Solid game. Very back and forth battle. 3 runs in the 5th inning for Washington. LA strikes back to get 2. Washington gets another one. LA gets another one in the 7th. Then you go to the 8th. Tie game. Swamp Monsters get a solo shot from Salvatore, and then the rest is history. So it was very, very back and forth of a battle. Just interesting. No, I don't want to advance today. I want to do the same thing with Chicago and Boston. Chicago and Boston. So take your picks here, guys. 50 channel points yet again at Freedom Field. Do you want Boston or Chicago? Yuli Ibanez is a 97 overall pitcher. You see his stats over there on the left hand. And then you got Satchel Michaels over here on the right hand side. So I think Satchel's still got some pretty good stuff, but that stamina rating at a 69. Yuli gives up less home runs, less hits. I just don't know if they have the offense. I think you guys can kind of make out the offense there. They got a 79 overall leadoff guy. They got a third baseman who's a 76. Chiatellis is their best player, is a 91. They just don't have enough offense, you know. They really don't. We got Jupe Rana here leading off. You got Butler, Michaels, Ward. 2 of not the very best teams across the league for sure. But Shy Sox fan says Chicago. Josh says Boston. Rico says Chicago. I'm going to take Boston. Pitcher's duel right now. Ooh, Chicago up 2-0. Who did it? Benito Marin doubles to center. Santana scores. Brian Correa scores. Man. Okay, Boston comes back a little bit. What happened here? Garrett Mantle. Garrett Mantle hits a home run to left. All right, so Satchel Michaels, we will pull him out, and we're going to go with Cody Davis.
Your attention, please. Now pitching. Cody.
Every decision I've made has backfired. Boston gets another run. DeGaudio doubles to right. Gorzelski throws to home. Base runner safe. Julio Cairo scores. Oh, Boston comes back. What happened? Bourbon doubles to left. Charlie Ward scores. Gorzelski scores. It's a 2-run double to tie the game. I think we got to go into the game now. We do. We have to. We got to. 3-3 in the top of the 9th. Chicago, Boston. So there you go, Shy Sox fan. We got 2 of the best uniforms, I think. Of course, Boston's a little eccentric there, wearing the flag. That's what that's supposed to be. And I love the Breezes uniforms. I always have. I just wish they could be better.
Outside. Ball. Here.
I think they're going to have to pull Cody. He's not getting it done. Dude, by the way, can somebody tell me, like, what is wrong with Ohtani and Betts? What is going on with these guys? They can't hit, dude. Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 19. He's 0 for 19 since July 30th. He's 0 for 19. Oh my God. He's just brutal. He's brutal right now. All right, Cody Davis got the 2 outs. Maybe I was wrong about him. Gets a nice, oh my God, that breaking ball. Jeez. And Ohtani, by the way, last year he hit .310. This year he has a .274 batting average. He's 40 points lower than he was last year. So, as much as people want to say I'm crazy, because I started saying it. I started telling people, I'm like, Ohtani is kind of frustrating in fantasy right now. Like, what do you mean? He's got 38 bombs. 102 runs scored. Like, yeah, but man, this is Shohei Ohtani we're talking about. This is Shohei Ohtani we're talking about. He should be better. He should be doing more. But no, I mean, my team is hitting 229 today. 229. That's with Pete Alonso going 4 for 5. And the rest of the team, that's 8 for 35 hits to at-bats. 8 for 35. And Alonso has made up half of my team's hits with 4 for 5. Oh, it's frustrating, man. It is very, very frustrating.
That's the ball.
This is the last week until the playoffs, by the way. I don't know if you guys play fantasy baseball or not, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. All right, back to the game. Chicago-Boston, 3-0 pitch. They got 2-3-4 coming up here for the Revolution. That is a long fly ball. Straighten that thing out. That's a home run. See if we can get back-to-back walk-offs here, huh? Little tapper. Who's going to take it? Shortstop, bare hands. Burkhart, the defensive replacement at shortstop. Beautiful play. Look at the little in-between hop. Bare hand. Able to get the runner. Beautiful job. Love highlight level defense. Highlight reel level defense. That will be a base hit. Just out of reach for the center fielder. And Willie Talbot, former San Francisco Grizzly, who is a guy that usually always came through for them with hits, does so again here for the Revolution. So 1 down, 1 on. Raekwon Butler, 2 for 4, 2 singles today. He's got pop in that bat, 24 home runs last season. See if he can deliver an extra base hit. So we got a runner on the move. Here's Chucky Morton throwing down, and it's not in time. Bartolo Machado is in. Pinch runner, so the replacements have made some plays here in this inning. You got Burkhart with the bare hand out. You got Machado stealing a bag as the pinch runner. So all you need is pretty much a single in a gap. But this is not a good spot here for Escalona. You got the big hitter Satchel Michaels looming on deck. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So really, Butler's run does not matter. Here comes the big hitter, Satchel Michaels, 2 for 4 today. With that Joey Gallo batting stance, you know he's ready just to demolish a baseball. Oh, he wanted it. He wanted it. Wow. I just don't know how you don't pull the trigger, man. You have to. You have to swing. And you just got absolutely fooled. So now it's up to Charlie Ward. 1 for 4 today.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Fly ball to left. That will do it for the Revolution. Still remains 3-3. We go to the next inning.
Now playing first base, number 20, Alan.
And we're in extras. So they've got the closer, Cody Davis, still out there. What are they doing? What are they doing? He's going to go 3 innings. The closer that they just signed is going to go 3 innings.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I think this is the first game in all of our streams for Season 8 for opening day that we get in extra innings, right? I don't remember another game going extras. Unless it was that Vancouver game, maybe. I don't think anything went extras.
One and two. Two and two.
Got him. Blowing it by.
The batter, the center fielder, Alonso Gonzalez.
Excellent.
Ground ball here to third. He's got to make that play. Oh, what a scoop there by Velasco. 14 hits for Boston, 3 runs. It's all that they've been able to muster up. That's the crazy thing is like that third baseman had time. And he still made a poor throw.
One, two.
Jeez. These pitchers, man, they can't miss their spots. They can't miss their spots. Most guys they just paint. Look at this. I'm gonna throw on the corners. That's where everybody is. It's just corners, 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 corners. That's what you want to do. And then when you finally get a pitch to hit, they just foul it off.
That's the ball.
Another corner job, man. Bone grounds out.
Go.
Yep, when the CP wants to dot, they just don't miss. Exactly. Ooh, Garrett Mantle. Look at this dude, man. 4 for 4, 3 singles. Who is this guy? He's 30 years old. This is his debut game in the GGBL. He's never made it up until now. Up until now. Garrett Mantle.
Ball.
It's crazy. His GGBL debut, he goes 4 for 4, has a home run. And he tried to walk it off for him, but he didn't do it. He tried, but no luck. No luck. So we head to the top of the 11th with Lionel Mays. Love the names, man. Love the names. Lionel. How I just ask the same question all the time with some of these big, huge gaming companies. How can they not get some sort of like AI generator to make better created names? You know? Like it's always Steve Cruz or, you know, Alfonso Bermudez, or you know, why can't we get something like basically Jose Alvarez is like Joe Smith, the Spanish version of Joe Smith. Jose Rodriguez. John Smith. You know what I mean? Like Chiatelis. Why can't we get something like that? But you know that if they try that, the first name will be like Paul. Paul Chiatelis. Nice. Good pitch. Lionel. I just asked myself, like, how many Gen Zers, guys that would be drafted. Whoa, look at Velasco with the defense and the speed. Man, this dude can play some first base. "30-year-old rookie, yeah. Nobody ever gets called up because all of your guys' custom prospects just take these guys' jobs. And now he finally gets a chance, 30 years old. Like, once you're in the minor leagues in the GGBL, you might stay down there forever. There's no, you know, because I've got CP roster control on. There's no like rules that, oh, I gotta get arbitration here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Orlando Escobar. Lionel gives up the home run. Look at that thing. That was just a shot. That was a line drive. Man, my picks are going to crap right now. There's the final out that they needed. So, hey, Boston should have got it done, man. They had a chance. In the bottom of the 10th, we're going to go to the bottom of the 11th with Wilkie Gilbert. This is a shout-out to Christian Gamer. Here's your boy. Pretty much automatic as a closer. 44 out of 49. Only 5 blown saves. But he does get the top of the order with Jupe Rana, 1 for 5. This is kind of a cool little battle here because it is Christian Gamer versus Christian Gamer. Gilbert is his closer for Chicago, and Jupe Rana is his generational prospect. Trying to get on base, use that speed. Give his guys a shot. Pops him up. So Christian Gamer wins the battle of Christian Gamers. Wilkie Gilbert. No matter what happened, he was going to win in that situation.
Number 22, Frank.
So one down here for Boston. They got Trevino and Velasco coming up next. I don't know if Velasco has what it takes offensively.
That missed. That's the ball.
We'll have to take a look at Velasco's offensive numbers just to kind of get an idea of what is this guy bringing to the table. Did he fail or is he just not that good? Change up. Trevino is out swinging. And now we're going to get Velasco coming up. And he was actually on that changeup. Pretty much. So Velasco, 32 years old, 81 overall. Not as good against righties as he is against lefties. Like you look at the hot-cold zones right there. But since Wilkie Gilbert does like to throw a little low, he might get into those hot zones here. But against right-handers, 67 contact and 83 power. So, you know, he's got a shot right here. He's got a chance. He's got a little ability.
Ball. 1-0.
This league needs a Pancho Altuve. There, I like that. Pancho Altuve, yes. Yes, we do.
Hee-haw.
That's creative. I like it. All right, down to their final strike. Got him. That's nasty. I don't think he threw the slider in that entire AB. So Chicago will get the win, and Yuli Ibanez, I believe, will pick up the W there. Nope, it's Manny Escalona. So, yeah, right. Derp, because it went to extra innings. Dork. Player of the game is Wilkie Gilbert. I could probably come up with some other people, you know, like Orlando Escobar, who delivered the solo home run just there, you know, to win the game, basically. I hate this game sometimes with the logic there. Just taking a look at the box score here. Chucky Morton went 0 for 5. So he needs to get a little bit more offense going. So did Chiatella. So their two custom players in this lineup did nothing. They went 0 for 10. It's like Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts when they like to go 0 for together at the top of the Dodgers lineup. Jupe Rana 1 for 6. Raekwon Butler 2 for 4. 2 for 5 for Michaels. And 1 for 5 for Charlie Ward. All of Boston's custom players did something. They did things. But Chicago's did not, and they still got the win. Yuli Ibanez, 7 strikeouts, nobody walked. Did give up a ton of base runners with the hits. 9 base runners, but he didn't walk anybody. So that's a positive sign there. All right, so hey, our opening day is done, everybody. And that means that we are going to get into a live look at simulation time. Here we go. We're going to get all the way into June. And I'll get you guys a little update on awards races and standings and whatnot. I think probably the most interesting team, though, to watch out for here. I mean, Phoenix, they're 0 for 1. I expect them to keep on rolling here. I think probably one of the more interesting teams would have to be either Atlanta, Orlando, maybe Nashville, and as an 11th rated team. Maybe the Mighty Beavers, San Diego. Yeah, I think those two teams would probably be in either one of the central teams, like Minnesota or Wisconsin. I kind of want to stick to Wisconsin here because they got some matchups that they kind of line up well with. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's get into the month of June. All right, so we're gonna sim April and all of May, but we're gonna go month by month, and we are gonna have to go through all of this stuff. Just to, like, once we get past all this, and this doesn't affect anything. Just FYI. Just trying to get the minor league stuff, getting all the spring training like waivers and stuff. I don't have any like CPU teams. I don't have like free agents. I don't have free agency signed or toggled over to CPU, so I'm not worried about that. There aren't any like waiver claims and stuff like that. But let's take a look here at the end of April. We've got the Chicago Breeze. What? The Chicago Breeze are in first place. What is that? 26th rated team. They're in first place. 18-11. The Cardinals 12-18. The Jacks still continue to not be able to find a way. Holy crap. Yes, the Central is a complete and utter mess. It is a shit show. It's a shit show. So the Breeze in first place. I'm curious as to like what is happening there with Chicago. Why is this happening here? You've got Chiatelis, their best hitter, hitting 250. Escobar is the guy right now, though. 277. That's what's happening right there. Orlando Escobar. Crazy. And then Correa, 382. 6 home runs for this guy. 30-year-old. Hit 21 home runs last year, too, so I guess he's a player. Chris Addison, that was a good trade here for yours truly, right? The good boys got rid of Chris Addison. 40 at-bats, 175. But I think it's their pitching staff. Yeah, there you go. 4-1 for Yuli, 225. Chris Jackson kind of struggling there a little bit, but McQueen, 308, and then Burgos, 155 across 29 innings. Yeah, their pitching staff is very, very good. What else we got going on? What about the AL East? You got the Pizzazz, 18-12. The Mallards, 13-18. What is going on? This is crazy. This is a season from I don't even know where. Bizarro world. The Pizzazz, 18-12. Zaza, Wiedenbeck, 342. It is 1 month. Yep, it is 1 month. Everybody's hitting. 11 home runs for Scott Dorda. In the month of, my God, in the month of May, he hit 11 home runs. 7 for Bendito. 11 for James. This offense is crazy. Mel Pineda, 319. Who's not hitting 300 in this lineup? Torres. Schneider. James. That's it. Everybody else is hitting 300. Dude, the Pizzazz might be onto something here. I mean, even their bench. Absol Jericho, 3 home runs, 5 ribbies. Crazy. And, like, who doesn't have more than 10 RBIs? Torres. That's it. One guy in their starting 9 is the only dude that doesn't have more than 10. Everybody else has got like 20, 12, 15. Crazy. What about my boy Cope? He's not doing too bad. He's 2-0. Zikafus. I mean, you know, when you're in the 5s with GGBL ratings, that's not the worst thing in the world. But could be better. Firebirds, I mean, they're just locked, man. 21-9. Are you kidding me? 19-10 for the Nuggets. 500 baseball for the Bandits, but the Cyclones 11-18. Coyotes 13-7. Sting. There you go, guys. I was telling you, the Sting might be an interesting team this year. Moonshots somehow 16-15. Blue Sox hanging in there. The good boys, like I think it's like we said, you know, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I think they're in that rebuilding mode, actually. So, but the Sting playing well. They got all those custom players. I'm a little surprised by the Sun Sox. They're one game under 500. It's still early, as Josh had mentioned, but yeah, it's interesting. Heat 17 and 13. Really no surprise there. They've got the players. They got the power. I think they just had that really just a bad opening day, but no surprise there. Grizzlies, Emeralds, Gauchos, and then the freaking Mighty Beavers, man. 5 games under 500. What does this team have to do? What do they have to do? Cody Finney, 4.70. Kicks deals is awful. 7.03. Are you kidding me? How does it even happen? Look at his numbers. Look at his attributes. How does that even happen, guys? How does that even happen? Walks per 9 is an 82. Hits per 9 is an 83. I don't get it. I don't understand. And then you got Joey Warren over here with a 198, and he's got worse numbers, attributes-wise, than that. It doesn't make any sense. Offensively, Peanuts isn't getting on. Yoshio's having a great year, 330. Benny is hitting 284. Duckworth got 5 bombs. Buddy Kidd, of course, not going to be an average guy. Just going to be a power dude. So, I mean, they are missing Cullen Ward, for sure. They're definitely missing Cullen Ward. But those Grizzlies, man, I love those Grizzlies. Sixto, 352. Carson Willard, that's Freight Train's boy. Free agent signed from San Diego. Jimbo, 10 bombs, 268. Mashburn, bunch of home runs there with 9. Warlock should be playing better, but he's not. 167. Not good. Vincent Bonds should be playing better too. Vito Vega, I would take that. But he's a 96 overall player. He should definitely be playing better. Josh Adams might need to move up in the order, honestly. 344 with 6 bombs. Dude's on fire right now. They're on fire. Josh Adams, dude. How many doubles does he have? Only 2 doubles. He's got 33. He doesn't have any power. He's Placido Polanco. 33 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple. Oh my God, guys. He doesn't he hasn't even broken the 10 extra base hits mark in a month. He's got 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9 extra base hits across 33 hits. But, looking at Josh Adams and where he started, back in Colorado days, he has become a better hitter. I mean, he used to be kind of in those 250, 240, 230 range, and then now he's figured it out, and he's turned into a contact hitter, line drive hitter, and then every now and then he'll hit a home run every now and then. So I like that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, there's your standings for the first month. And I'd like to just go to the awards real quick just to give you a little idea here. We got Villalobos and Cullen Ward. So the Nashville Heat really relying on these 2 guys to drive their offense. And Villalobos has always been a guy that I liked. Been kind of underrated for a little while. Not really talked about a bunch. But he's closing in on 200 career home runs. Cullen Ward is closing in on 300 career home runs. I think if he hits another 40 this year, that gets him to 260, he hits another 40. By the time he's 30, he might be in the 300 club, which is saying something. And it's funny with Nashville because they had James Leavitt, for a little while. And there he is, he won the MVP in 2027, so three seasons ago. So it's just interesting to see that. Kevin Stoitz, my God. What is this dude on? 296 home runs. Wow. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. Because I want to see in gameplay his 300th career home run. So I do want to keep an eye out on that. And look at his run in the AL. MVP. 3 years in a row, and now he's leading again. And I wish this would show you more than just 3 seasons, because I'm pretty sure he's won more MVP awards in the AL, like, since the start. He's just unstoppable. I don't even understand, guys. Is it because he's an opposite field tendency? Is that why? Is that why he's so good? Because it doesn't make it. I mean, those hot and cold zones, they're pretty good. He doesn't have really any quirks. He's just got one little quirk, Road Warrior. But, yeah, man, it's just you look at what he's done every single season. 43, 34, 40. He's Barry Bonds. He's Barry Bonds, man. That's all he does is hit home runs. Look at the doubles. Look at the doubles. He barely hits any doubles. The hit totals, like you take, look at this, 39 home runs. You take that out of the hits total. So it's like all or nothing for Stoits. Either he hits home runs or he hits singles. But his batting average is crazy too. Stoits is so consistent in sim, and you add that gameplay ability, it's just incredible the player the CP has produced. I know. It's insane, dude. Very, very early look at the AL Golden Arm Award. That's what we're going to call it now. Ricky Shepard right now with a .42, so it's microscopic. Then you go on the other side, and you got the two Atlanta Sting pitchers. Trig Matthews won it last year, so he's vying for another one back-to-back. Batting title leader, David Bayak. So remember, he had his 1,000th hit on opening day, so he's had 32 more hits since then. And it's crazy because he had done this. Well, no, I mean, you guess it's only 4 hits from when I exported David Bayak. So he's been in here since 2023. And, man, the dude is just a hitter, man. 139 hits. That's a lot of hits every single season, man. So hats off to him for sure. Batting title, no surprise there for Stoits. Reliever of the Year award. Tristan Everett, Gordo, Mac Perez. We saw him in gameplay as well. Rookie of the Year, Dayton Riggs for the good boys. We saw Kincaid and Kirkland as well in sim. Benito Marin, 31-year-old rookie. Again, here it is. You know, it's popping up again. These older rookies that never got a shot. They've had a lot of marinating happening down in the minor leagues. Garrett Mantle continues to rake. He's hitting .385. So he's nuts. And then there's my boy, Clark Sheely. Let's go, Clark. You can do this, man. You can do this. I believe in you, Clark. .359 OBP. It's the vision. It's the vision, the discipline, and the contact, man. And a little bit of power. Serviceable power. And you can do it too. So hopefully Riggs and Sheely win it for me, of course. Riggs is not one of my guys. I'm just saying. Okay, let's simulate the month of May. And looking at the standings, I kind of want to watch. We watched a little bit of the Maples. I'm interested in seeing, like, can the Mallards come back? That's a storyline that I'd like to watch. Nothing really sticking out to me with the NL Central, unless I want to watch the Heat kind of maintain or the Sting maintain. I think that's probably the biggest storyline for me that I want to watch right now. I could watch the Breeze try to hang on, but I think I want to watch the Mallards because this is kind of crazy. The fact that they're so good all around and they're stuck 5 games under 500, and they don't really have an easy road ahead. They got the pizzazz. They got an upstart little moonshot team. They got the Sun Sox. Houston is not playing good baseball, but they've got potential. Really, the only easy series that they have would be OKC and St. Louis in the month of May. So let's go ahead and sim and see if they can turn this thing around. They split the series against Orlando, but man, they got on a huge losing streak right there. So they took care of business in St. Louis. They're 29-28. So remember, they were 5 games back from 500, and now they're 1 game above 500. So it was a decent month that shot them right back into second place, but they're 3.5 games out. 3.5 games away from the Pizzazz. 33-25. The Pizzazz continue to play really good baseball, and I think it's just because of their offense, man. Zaza is continuing to perform. 336. Dorda has 40 ribbies in 2 months. He has 18 home runs. Like, he is closing in on his career high of 21 last season. So, yeah, he's like entering his prime. That's insane. 40 ribbies. No, I mean, no one's really that close unless you, Schneider and James. James has really picked it up. 17 bombs, 46 ribs. Yeah, this team's offense is crazy. Whew. And then Jericho 6 for 11 and 292. Draymond is sucking it up here. 5.55. Zikafus. Yeah, it's definitely not because of their pitching. But again, I look at those ERAs, and normally you look at that and you're like, no, that's really high. That's bad. Those are bad ERAs. But as you guys know, I mean, you can just take a quick look here at all these teams and their offenses, right? It is a little bit crazy, right? So you take it. Ooh, look at this. The Jacks. They had an insane month. Let's see what they did. Ooh, man. Okay, so they lost the series against Washington, but then they swept Iowa. They won the series against Chicago, lost against Phoenix. They swept Wisconsin, lost the series against Atlanta, won the series against Wisconsin, lost the series, swept. So, yeah, you add in all those sweeps. They had 3 sweeps in the month. Swept Iowa, swept Wisconsin, and swept Pittsburgh. So, is it a product of an easy schedule? I don't know, but they're in first place, and they're going to take that all day long. Grandstaff continues to rake, man. 18 bombs. Very healthy batting average with 46 ribbies. Killian Murphy. Yoma. Offense is continuing to look pretty good, guys. Ihejirika 4-3. Yeah, that pitching has been very, very good. One of the best in the game, I think, right now. Outside of Alberto Lantigua, they've been looking pretty good. Cardinals bouncing back. But, yeah, the Central still continues to be a little bit of a mess, it looks like. The Nuggets coming back strong. Coming back strong. Let's see what their month looked like here. Sweep against OKC. Split against San Antonio. Beating Orlando. Started losing some series here towards the end of the month. But yeah, so they did all their work in the beginning of May. But 35-21, guys. Solid stuff. Coyotes still continue to struggle. Down low. Sting in first place. The good boys are making a little bit of a charge again. They're 3 games above 500. And the Blue Sox 31-27. The Sting 34-25. What is wrong with the Sun Sox? Richmond never dies. They really don't. I try to, and they never do. It's not the offense. Langston 302 with 40 RBIs. They got 290, 310, 318, 296. So Palazzo 196. Wow. How does that even make any sense, guys? 87 contact, 83 vision, and he can't hit the ball. It doesn't make any sense. Cash Fortuna is 28 years old, and he's having regression problems. Make it make sense, guys. I was wondering where Cash Fortuna went to. Like, he just had been kind of off the radar for some reason. Borgia's really pitching well, 384. Cummings stinks. Drew Reed stinks. Matson. I mean, the team doesn't look too bad. Is it blown saves? Gall's got 4 blown saves. I wonder if it's these middle relievers that are like costing them games right now. Chad Sexton's got 30 innings pitched, and his ERA is just ballooned. I'm curious here just to see, because 246 runs against and 262 scored. That kind of puts him in the middle of the pack, doesn't it? Yeah, 262 scored, 246 given up. I mean, it's not as bad as some teams. Like the Monarchs have 290. I think they're just losing some really, really close games right now. 2-4 loss, 1-2 loss, 8-9 loss, 1-2 loss, 3-6, 2-5, 2-3, 2-4, 8-10, 2-4, 6-8. Yeah, they're just losing games by like 1 or 2 runs. 1-0. So it's it looks like it's coming down to for the Sun Sox. Is it a fluke? Are they going to bounce back in the month of June? Starting to try to find ways to win these close games. I'm not sure. Heat 35-21. They still continue to hold on to first place. No, I meant to check on the Heat. Giovatello continues to pitch well. 8-1. Very, very good ERA. GGBL standards, that's basically like a sub-1 ERA. Cooley Mack 4.11. Ed Triola 4.1. Dion Crespo and Ollie Finger. It's a good pitching staff right now. DEG over 300. Carson Vine taking a step back right there, man. This is just not Carson Vine like. 270, 270, 290, 290, 270, 231. He should probably get that going again. Colin Ward, bunch of homers. Villalobos continues to rake. What about the Monarchs? I checked them out just real quick. But the Monarchs with Connor, 327. Pitching staff doesn't look terrible. GB Wallace, 232. Brolo, 290 with 11 bombs. Gavin, 284, 16. It's decent. The offense is decent, but it's not winning them games. So it makes sense there for about a 500 level team. They're still 5 games up, but so now the Swing, they're 31-26. They should be vying for a wild card spot. I'm interested to see how Ricky's doing. 13 homers, 230. Seems about right for the old man. Decent offense there for the Swing. Pitching rotation. Remember I said that the X factor for New Orleans is the pitching staff. So Myers a little high. Clark Griffin's stepping up. Hendricks, Blazers, Giuliani. It's a decent pitching staff. It's keeping them in. Grizzlies, Emeralds, and the Mighty Beavers are coming back just a little bit, but it's better than the Knights and the Gauchos, but they're only 1 game better as far as a win-loss record goes, or half a game better, I should say, in the loss department. Knights have 33, Gauchos have 33, Beavs have 32. It's just not getting easy for them, man. They just can't figure it out. I don't get it. But Grizzlies continue to play well. Emeralds are 32-26, and there you go, guys. So that is that's gonna do it for me tonight. Stoit's 18 bombs. Lobo is his teammate just shooting to break his streak. I wonder what that's like in the dugout. You know, Stoit's and Lobo teammates vying for that MVP trophy. Lobo is giving Stoitz some looks, and Stoitz is looking at him like, "You're not gonna break my my streak here, are you?" And now you got Mashburn, Donald Caros. That's very, very random. Very, very random. Not a guy known. He had one little stint in Orlando, and then 221 just wasn't good enough. 23 homers, 55 RBIs. Like, no one was getting on base for him when he would hit. Very random. So, Villalobos still continues to rake. He got Ramos Jr. stepping up now. 8-1 with a 2.81. Giancarlo Mata. Yuli Ibanez shooting for a golden arm award. Rocco Giovanni. I did not think that was out of the question there. Looking at those numbers, 8-1, I was like, he might be the ERA leader on the NL side of things. Batting title still David Bayak. He's still holding strong. 361 this year. Crazy. And then of course Stoitz and Lobo up there as well. Reliever of the year is Gordo now with 16 saves. Mac. Rookie of the year Dayton Riggs is fallen off a little bit, but now the Miami Moonshots guys stepping up. Marty Kirkland. Didn't we see Marty Kirkland? Wasn't that the guy that got his first GGBL hit in gameplay? I think it was. And then Carlos Castellano. Clark Shealy hitting 240. So he dropped 50. I think he was hitting 299, right? He dropped 59 batting points in the month of May. Crazy. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for me tonight. Leave a like if you like this thing. And I don't know if I'm going to go live. I think I probably will. I have these thoughts in my head, like I'm going to make time to get a video created and just an upload. But I think I'm going to probably just end up going live. And we'll get the month of June done in that stream. We're just going to pick a couple of games that, maybe we'll sim here and there. And we'll just kind of pick out which games are really entertaining or could be entertaining. It might be like a 2 to 3 game stream. And we'll run it the same way that we just did throughout opening day. So we'll do the first 3 innings of gameplay, next 3 innings of sim, and then finish the games off. And, we should at least get on that Friday night, we should at least get like three games in, maybe 4, just depending on if there's a blowout mixed in there somewhere. But we'll do that on stream. We'll figure that all out. A little much right now for me to kind of look at all these schedules and figure out like what are the games that we want to watch, so we'll look at that as a group on this week Friday. So guys, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys this Friday for more GGBL action. Again, leave a like if you like this thing, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember, that is still out there. It's still out there. You get 50 channel points for comments. So if you leave comments on the video, you get some channel points. I'm incentivizing interaction now. All right, guys. I will catch you later. Have a good rest of your night. Have a happy Tuesday. And I will see you guys on Friday night. Thanks for watching, and peace.